Welcome to this explainer. Okay, I want you to picture something. Imagine you and I are just sitting across a desk from each other right now for a one-on-one financial consultation. My goal today, as your financial advisor, is to help you absolutely reclaim total control over your credit agreements. We are pulling directly from Steve Green's incredible framework in his book, Financial Health in the 30 Steps. Specifically, we're going to look at how to transform you from feeling like a passive victim of debt into a confident, proactive negotiator. We are going to completely flip the power dynamic between you and your bank.
Right, let's dive right into this. The biggest barrier blocking you right now actually isn't the bank. It's the myths you're telling yourself. We so often fall into this avoidance mindset. We kind of think of debt like the weather. Like it's just this storm that happens to us, we have zero control, and we just have to hunker down and survive it. We avoid calling the bank out of money shame, thinking that asking for help makes us look foolish. But here is the advisor mindset reality check. Debt is not the weather. Debt is a contract. And guess what? Contracts are inherently negotiable. You are absolutely not begging for charity here. You are a partner in an agreement simply asking for available options. Avoiding the conversation? That actually harms you way more than the negotiation itself ever could.
And honestly, this avoidance is incredibly costly. Just look at the numbers. We aren't just talking about feeling better emotionally. We're talking about real, hard cash. Say you have a $5,000 credit card balance. The difference between a 24% annual percentage rate and a 16% APR is massive. Over time, that simple reduction means hundreds of dollars of your hard-earned money actually goes toward paying off the principal, rather than just lining the bank's pockets with interest. Negotiation isn't just a nice idea, it's a highly profitable financial strategy for sure. So here is exactly how we're going to get you those savings today. We'll kick things off with a mindset of a negotiator. Then we'll identify your most profitable targets. After that, we'll uncover the hidden leverage you already possess, walk through exact scripts for every single scenario, run through a pre-call action checklist, and finally, focus on building your long-term financial assertiveness. This roadmap right here is going to guide us step by step to conquer that fear of picking up the phone. Okay, step one, the mindset of a negotiator. Before we even think about touching the phone, we really have to address the psychological roadblocks that are stopping you from taking action.
You know that knot in your stomach? Most people suffer from what we call phone fear. It's a classic cognitive behavioral response. Your brain is literally just trying to protect you from embarrassment or judgment, but it's accidentally confusing the temporary discomfort of a phone call with actual physical danger. When you call a creditor, sure, you feel vulnerable. But remember this, vulnerability during a phone call is not weakness. It's simply an information exchange. You are going to act like a calm, professional banking partner. No way are you a guilty kid asking for permission.
Moving right along to step two, identifying your negotiation targets. Now, what's really interesting about this next step is how strategic we get to be. You definitely don't have to call everyone you owe money to today. We just need to figure out where to focus your energy first for the absolute maximum return. I want you to mentally pull up your debt map for a second. Think about your various accounts and ask yourself, which single account would give me the absolute biggest benefit if the interest rate dropped, or if the terms were adjusted? Where's the biggest financial bleed happening in your life right now? Take a second to really think about that. Well, here is exactly how you pinpoint those most profitable targets. First up, look for debts with the highest APR. Maybe it's a retail store card or a Visa sitting at a painful 24%. Second, look for accounts where you've recently been slapped with late fees or overlimit penalties. And third, identify any accounts, like maybe a medical bill payment plan, that you are genuinely struggling to pay on time each month. Circle your top 2 or 3. Those are your prime targets. Step 3. Uncovering your hidden leverage. A lot of folks tell me, but I don't have any power in this situation. They're the bank. Let's completely shift that power dynamic and look at the actual tools you are bringing to the negotiating table. You see, companies absolutely hate the expense of defaults and collections. It costs them an absolute fortune to lose a customer or chase bad debt. They crave stability. So your strongest leverage? It's your payment history. If you have a long customer history or a track record of consistent payments, you need to point that out. Even just offering to set up auto pay is massive leverage. You are offering them a reliable, steady account, and in exchange, you're simply asking for better terms. It's a win-win. And this brilliantly illustrates another absolutely crucial point. Sometimes life just happens, right? Job loss, reduced hours, a sudden medical emergency. When it does, asking for a hardship program is a highly responsible strategy, not some moral failure. Actually, scratch the idea of failure entirely. These are standard industry tools built right into the bank's business model. Utilizing them proves you are a proactive manager of your finances, actively working to avoid delinquency.
Okay, step 4. Scripts for every scenario. The biggest source of anxiety is usually just not knowing what to say, right? Which leads to freezing up mid-call. So we are going to completely eliminate that problem by giving you the exact wording you need.
This right here, this is your golden template for lowering your interest rate. It works in 3 simple parts. First, a polite opening where you state your history, like, I've been a customer for 5 years. Second, a clear, direct request. I'm working on paying down my balance, and I'd like a lower APR. Third, calm persistence. You ask what promotional rates, hardship programs, or reductions are currently available. You are just gathering information, confidently and professionally. Now, what about those super annoying penalties? Use this ready-to-use template. Honestly, it works surprisingly often. It's calm, it's respectful, and it leverages your consistent payment history perfectly. Notice the specific phrasing. Waive this fee as a one-time courtesy. Customer service reps very often have the internal authority to grant this on the spot, but they definitely won't offer it unless you ask clearly and politely.
If you are in a really tight spot, this statement is incredibly powerful. Why? Because it completely removes the shame. You are telling the bank, hey, I am taking total responsibility here. I want to stay current, but I need a temporary reduction to make that happen. It instantly positions you as a reliable partner managing a temporary cash flow issue, which is exactly the kind of customer they actually want to help out.
Step 5. The pre-call action checklist. Preparation is great and all, but execution is where the money is actually saved. We need to move you from planning to action with a foolproof procedure.
Let's move to the execution phase and see how this builds your confidence. Here is your exact step-by-step first call procedure. Step 1, pick just one target from your list. Don't overwhelm yourself. Step 2, physically write down your chosen script on a piece of paper so it's right there in front of you. Step 3, make the call or schedule a very specific time to do it within the next 48 hours. Do not let it sit. And Step 4, record the outcome. This structured approach completely bypasses the emotional fear of picking up the receiver.
And finally, Step 6, building your financial assertiveness. I really want to focus on the ultimate psychological goal of this session. Yes, we absolutely want to save you money, but we are looking way beyond just the immediate dollar savings here.
Here is the absolute most crucial takeaway from all of this. Success isn't just about getting a yes from the bank representative. It is about engaging directly with the system. Every single time you make an attempt, even if they say no, you are undergoing incredibly valuable assertiveness training. You're actively training your brain to stop avoiding money issues and start participating in your financial life. You are reclaiming your agency, and that's a game changer.
I want you to really internalize this idea. Adopt the detached, highly professional persona of a financial lawyer who is representing your absolute most important client, you. You are no longer passively accepting the conditions handed to you. So I'll leave you with this one provocative question to think about. How will your life and your daily stress levels change now that you know you have the power to actively shape your debt conditions? Go grab that script, make that call, and step right into your new role.